Hi, I want to thank you all for coming out tonight. My name is Ashwini. I'm from Columbia, Missouri, and this is my tribute speech. Now, when we all look back at the larger scale of our lives, I think we start to fondly reminisce over certain things. You have events, you have the people that make up those events, partners, kids, parents, best friends. The thing that I think is unifying between all of these, though, is something that is a little less talked about. Grand Theft Auto 5 on the PS3. Now, this might seem a bit jarring and a bit shocking to you, but bear with me for a second. In America, and maybe now just as citizens of the world, we have a large burden on our chests at all times. And it comes with the responsibility of being a consumer, of taking in information and taking in ideas and taking in objects on a regular basis and turning those into actual experiences. While some might think that this is a very shallow way of looking at it or a very negative way of looking at it, I'm paying tribute to it today because I think it's far more wide-reaching than we could possibly imagine. Now, with something as simple as, say, Grand Theft Auto 5 on the PS3, and I promise this isn't an advertisement for anybody looking at the audience, you have a game that sold over 1 billion copies worldwide. You have something that has been so unique to a specific generation, ours, but it's also so unifying that the entire world is coming around to it. And in this sense, I think this is where consumerism really hits its mark the best. When we have all of these objects, we have all of these things that we're starting to reject and go against, but at the same time are ultimately the ones that are bringing us all together in these weird collective hodgepodge circles. For example, with this here video game, a large percentage of the action you would see is in the online factor, and the online factor itself is a total cesspool for like just absolutely negative and detrimental behavior, but at the same time, obviously referring to the context of the game, not the people necessarily on it, at the same time, we have so much of ourselves and so many connections that are forged from the actual experience itself in this online platform. And I think that's something that's really important with consumerism and materialism and our relationship with it as humans. I don't think that many other things could actually elicit such a strong emotional response out of us, such as seeing a favorite toy or a favorite video game, or even the DVD box for a favorite movie from your childhood. You might have some recollection of the people that you saw said movie with, you might have some recollection of actually seeing the movie itself, but it's the object, it's the real tangible evidence of it that I think brings you back. And ultimately, I think that as Americans and as people in general, we have come into this society so much with this materialistic outlook that it's hard to shed away from it. And so, I'm paying tribute to the love-hate sort of good and bad, yin and yang duality that something like consumerism can bring to us as people. Thank you. Where am I at with it? How long is that?
You did it.